good morning, good afternoon, technically. But, you know, nobody's worried about technically, right? Alright, pause all this random stuff. Pause. And back on the RuneScape. Chopping trees, so getting ever so close to getting to redwoods. We have 88 that I AFK'd yesterday while I played some games with my life, and then I also did a little bit of active crafting, which I'll probably go work on that right now. Blowing through some of that glass. Then it's just a matter of checking. Let's see, empty that, drop that off. So I have 2,000 glass left and 600 buckets of sand and about 600 seaweed. So I am going to bow for just a minute and do some glass making, get some more crafting XP, but then I believe the plan will be go and do a seaweed run, do a little bit more of the sand grind, and then pick up all that sand and start actually super glass making into the molten glass, and that way I get a real boost on getting closer to 76 is what I need, so we're getting there slowly but surely. What's going on? Always feels slow doing the random crafting grind, but I'm only 4 levels away now from the glory, and then I can check off the hard clue at least. A glory is just so useful to have in general for the teleports. And my elite clue also requires a glory right now, but it also needs a D-med, which I sadly do not have, so will not be doing that. Alright, so right now I'm only about 1,000 away, RuneLight says, for 73, so I have enough for 73 for sure, and then maybe even, you know, part way through 73, so I really need to do some more, you know, super glass making to get my stuff up there, so I'm probably just going to do all this boring blowing in the off season, if you will. Go ahead and strap our stuff on here, deposit. I don't need that. I'll go ahead and do a quick, ooh, almost out of, I am actually technically don't have enough right now, so. Can I do magic logs yet? 234. If I take what is it, a crafting boost. Mushroom pie. Is it 75? It is. So I can pretty easily craft all those. I just need to, what is it called, like clockwork or something? There we go. I only have 3. Okay. So I'll take the 3 and I'll grab the first one, and then I will create all those. So. And head to Fossil Island, and that'll break. Good, so I can, you know, not officially, but I'm rushing my crafting anyway, so I might as well start on it. Instead of you, I never wanted to waste mahogany, so I skipped that kind of stage, but. Alright, I don't have anything with required hunter level to bird here. But do I I'm pretty sure I have the hunter level for it. The thing I'm missing would be the crafting level. I'm gonna take clockwork and use it there. There we go, 75. Eat this for 76. Make all of them at once. And there we go, we're training crafting again. 200 XP. Woo. And done. So we'll throw that there, throw that there. 50. Build and seeds. Someone's looking to do Huey. I can't wait till I can do Huey. I need to get through Barrows, Moons, and then I will have the, you know, the two-handed hitting stuff to do, to actually do Huey. Almost sneezed and woke up the baby there. But we held it in. Spent a lot of time doing some Celia set cutting down here too. Would not mind doing a little more of that. Does it auto build? It does, even though it's a different type. And we got a bird egg. Banana and maple. I might have been low on maple, so that's kind of useful still. Alright, these have already been health checked, so I really need to get rid of that. Should be my next goal. I'd get rid of them and plant fresh ones. Travel out here, do 3. And then, so I'm gonna have to find somewhere to put my half mushroom pie. And the rest of this, I can deposit the seeds in the first slot. And you go to the farming guild and get rid of all those. And how many eggs do I have? 12, 12, 7. Okay, so it's not bad. I don't really need anything right now, or else I would go do it. But I guess technically, if they can drop magic seeds, I am low on magic seeds. I think I'm out, actually. That's all I need, right? Dive. Dive, dive, dive. Oops, don't want to harvest that before I get my secateurs out. See if we get a lucky replacement rate spawn, or if we're gonna be short not getting that at all. It's weird, looking right there showed me for a second, like it glitched out where my right click was. Alright, replant the seaweed. Yeah, yesterday I came in here and both of them were dead. Like, I don't know what the odds are, but it's been a while since even one of them has died, and then they were both dead. I'm like, oh man. Unfortunate. You just got a seaweed spore, probably. Nice job. Lucky ducky. Nar. No Huey runners. That is true. I would love to do some Huey as soon as I can have, you know, decent kill times, decent participation rates, because I'm pretty sure your actual drops and loot from there are based on your ability to help help or keep up, basically. Your ability to do damage gives you your participation rate, which is your chance of actually getting a kill there, so... Alright. Go ahead and... put that away. What do we need? We need desert boots and a graceful helm. And graceful cape. Alright, so we're gonna run over to the farming guild so I can get some inventory or bank space figured out. Slowly working that farming up as well. I feel like I got the farmer's hat. I feel like I need to go back and get the seed box because that would be quite useful for doing little farm runs here and there as well. And it's, you know, a collection log. You can get the whole farmers if you want. The whole farmer's outfit. And while I'm here, I might as well do my contract, whatever it happens to be. I feel like it's probably, it's probably those dead herbs. You have lantidang. Well, we will try that again. Okay, you don't need that. Lantidang, which one is that? Pretty late. Okay, so that's the more bluish looking out of all of them. It's probably the most blue looking. Lantidang is blue. Good to know. Secateurs, spade, and bucket. I guess I didn't need secateurs because it's dead. Okay, so replant that. Throw that in there. Hopefully it won't die this time. And then I'm gonna put all of my, I got my random seeds away here. It's been a while since I've done that, but it's kind of nice having the filler for the inventory set up there. So. And then, what do we have here? Some marigold seeds. Leave one in there just for emergency sake. But, go right here, it will deposit all. It will swap my barley seeds, and then it will take all of these out. Alright, so we save the most amount of bank space while also having marigolds now that we can do birdhouse runs with. And then deposit that back in. So yeah, if I go to tree seeds, have I gotten any? No magic still. That's why they're still kind of worth something despite not being that useful nowadays. Alright, so I need him and I have the amulet equipped. So I'm getting that and that. And then we will do a mini game teleport to Nightmare Zone. Ooh, right. Water skins. Let's bring 3 this time, and I'm going to also bring my cash money pile so that I can actually claim all the buckets afterward. I think I have a decent amount of actual buckets stored, but I can't remember. anyways, so that I can claim 84 free sand from Bird before I go and mine a bunch of sand that I have to pay for. Alright, get my HP boosted up here, and I run energy back, and then we will run out of here. Getting pretty close to base 60s. All I need to do is one more week of Guardians, or not Guardians, Tiers of Gothics. One more Tiers of Gothics and I'll be there. Which I can't remember if that resets on like Tuesdays or something for RuneScape. Once I have that, I mean, my thieving, with the current XP, I think if I got one more, I'd still be getting construction XP for a week or two. But I eventually should train up my thieving manually so that I'm not wasting it, you know. Obviously I don't want to train thieving, it's not really a waste, but I can go and do it at no cost, you know, only a time and effort cost, whereas construction will always cost me materials and money, so the more free XP I pump into construction, the better off I will be long term. Alright, and here we are, back to mining sand. Mining sand all day again, yeah. I'm gonna have to check with him and see how many buckets I actually have. Let me try and do that real fast. Because I just realized I might have needed to have gone and bought some buckets first. So I have enough for 2,400. Check. I have 11,000 buckets, okay. So I overbought a little bit. I didn't buy enough for like the entire lifetime of what I'll need, but not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, and I have my Celestial Ring on for that Invisible +4 boost. I don't have a Dragon Pickaxe. I believe that's only wilderness content. I haven't really done any of that yet. The Varrock Armor gives us the chance of having it double. And then our Tome of Waters to save runes on casting Humidify. Amulet of the Desert is just how we got here, the Desert Amulet, and then the rest of it's just kind of graceful to save weight, so I get my run energy back faster, and then the Robe of Eladinus and the Desert Boots, those actually both count as water saving effects, so I will not run out of my water skins as fast. Oh nice, someone's doing the Mauritania Hard Diary. Alright, so I have something like 500, maybe up to 600 giant seaweed. I don't think I have much more than that, but I can calculate it real fast. We'll assume I have 600, and it's, I think, 6 buckets of sand per giant seaweed. So I need a total of 3,600 sand, and I have at least 600 in the bank. So I'll say I'll just get up to like 3,000 and go a little bit over, because it wouldn't hurt to have more sand sitting around. But then I will go to Ferox Enclave. I should have mini game teleport back up, and then go to Ferox Enclave and super glass make all of them. I'm not going to blow all the glass on the stream because it's just kind of a boring, you know, do it whenever I want kind of thing, but that should get me close enough there that I hopefully, I'm hoping, I haven't done any sort of calculations or math on it, but I'm hoping I can get up to 76 with that. Would be nice. They don't have to. Just making sure it was working if you were watching or not. Because the Kick one doesn't update, but the Twitch one does. Of sand. I wonder, I'm probably not going to quite push 74 mining, but got a decent little chunk of experience for doing this. Let's see. Yesterday I want to say I did it for like an hour, maybe more, and I got 37k. So this takes, I only have 21k left. If this takes, you know, half hour, I might get it done. It just depends how long or how far we will go with it. Stay for a little bit past 3,000 just because the more I get now, the less I'll have to do later. And, you know, obviously crafting is just kind of a really long-term goal for every iron count. Because, you know, hopefully eventually I would get like an Amulet of Fury. I want a regen bracelet. There's some activities I like to do where I just want more HP regen, you know. And then there's all of the Zenite stuff that, you know, pushes you up into the 90s and stuff, I believe. So lots and lots of this crafting method is required. Too soon on that one. I was hoping it would have went. Decent one this time. Got 3, looks like 10 kilograms, and not very many 1s and 2s, a lot of 5s as well. Although I say that now, it'll be all 1s and 2s, right? Oh no, there's another 10. Yeah, pretty good inventory. I don't know how this works, as each kilogram is probably one sand. So from 88 went to, yeah, so gain like 85 or something from that, 84. So it's a decent chunk. So definitely the heavier ones, the more you get. I'm not sure if it's like 1 per or 2 per or something, but I wouldn't be surprised if that last inventory with at least like 4 or 5, 10 kilograms was worth around 80. So. He just came in and started stealing this other guy's work. Why are they going for granite? Why are there random bots mining granite? Is that worth money? It's so weird. Nope, now he's going for my sandstone. What's going on here? got a double fiber. He hopped. That guy hopped too. I don't know why he was mining so much randomly and then left. Maybe he thought he was mining sandstone and he came over and mined mine and I'm like, oh, that's a sandstone. 32. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just go up to a mining level or go up to 40 or something. Yeah, he's dropping a lot too. Is he doing this for training? Or he's only dropping he's dropping 5s too. I don't know if he's going for 10s. No idea what he's about. Maybe it's just decent mining XP, I don't really know. Taking damage yet. I feel like that should happen soon. I've been out of water skins for a little while. There we go. A 5 from the middle of the road. The highest I've ever seen is a 10, so if you're a skiller here, you could be one shot by it, but unless it takes a percentage of your HP, and that's why it's able to deal a 10. Alright, 2 hits, we will go and humidify. Probably get all the HP back before I would need to humidify again, but I don't think I'm going to stay here that long. Probably just go off to do some casting soon. Not near a bank, so I don't really want that. Token, because I think it doesn't give you an XP right away. I think it only gives you the token, and then you can trade the token in for XP. You know, which is a newer addition, but still probably not worth it right now. Definitely acting like a bot. I think I'm just going to throw the report out there and let Jagex decide. Because he's doing the same thing over and over. He also came in and started exactly mining this one that someone else was already on. So that's like, you know, if you're not a bot, you're at least a rude person. But I wonder if that's just how bots train their early mining up or something. If they want to get detected, it's like, oh yeah, I'm out in the desert. I guess I never think a bot would be in the desert, right? So there should be more than enough sand, but I do plan on keeping doing the seaweed farming. It's really important for this account, so just the more sand I get, the better at this point. I don't really think there is a number limit that I should stop. I'm just doing it until I get bored. Like with most stuff in RuneScape. Keep grinding and gathering as long as you can. every time he gets a mine, he's going the same exact pattern every time, and every time he does it, one click after. It's like, yeah, I mean, any person could do that, but to do that long without making a mistake or doing a different, or, you know, direction, or, you know, beep boop beep. Seems a bit beep boop. He just stopped for a while. Okay, maybe it's a real player, just happens to be a jerk who was crashing that other guy. I wonder if he's doing real stuff or crab. Now we got the double on the last mine. Not good, of course, because it wasn't very, you know, it was like 2 ones, I think, but take it. Saves time. Try and pay attention to that. So far, all singles in this inventory. Double. So 1, 2 in a row. That's happening fairly often. The reason I wanted to check is because I don't really recall the rate. I just got the hard diary done. I was doing a lot of it with mediums, so it's like an extra 5%, but, you know, it's like, I don't know what that is, a 5% of, you know, was it 5, 10, now it's 15, but it started 10, went to, you know, went up to 20, now it's 25, like, I don't really know what exactly that does. just wait until these water skins run out, refill them, and then head back to Ferrex Enclave and start the glass making process. On the last one again. Wasn't paying attention to that. If you get doubles, does it always give you the same one that you had just done? Like it's always 2 1s or 2 5s. You can't get 2 random things that are different. Gives you exactly what you mined again. Seems like that would be true, I just wasn't paying attention enough to know if that is or not. We're gonna get that mining level after all that. So we probably got a double 10 there, and then we got a 10 again. This gives 60 XP instead of the 30, 40, 50. Not bad. And here's the level. 74 mining. Perfectly in time to be out of water. Two more till the 1675 threshold for total level. Every mining level helps because that's a better rate doing, you know, like Guardians of the Rift and stuff. It's like I wish I had a dragon pickaxe and a dragon axe instead of the rune that I'm rocking, but higher levels help too, just as much. Alright, do one more inventory, maybe get up to 4,500 and call that there. And right now I'm about to go to Ferrex Enclave, so any damage I take won't really matter. have done that one behind me. It took so long. Ooh, a 10. Starting off strong. Okay. So we will drop those off. Little clay sand. So 2.9 mil down to 2.6. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I'll see. Oof. Okay, this might hit me the damage tick and stop me while I'm teleporting, but then I'll just start again. We'll see, maybe I'll make it. It does take a while in between when you're wearing 2 pieces of the desert outfit. Hey, we made it. Okay. I'm not even going to worry about refilling my health because it'll regen by the time I come do something else. So. Alright, so I probably spent, alright, let me humidify before I put those away. Probably spent like 500, 600k now on sand buckets. Hey, what's going on? Jules Thea? Is that Thea the Awakening? It's a fun game I've played. Or is it just Thea in general? Alright, so now instead of blowing glass, we are going to be... do I need a looting bag? And we'll open the looting bag. And... not too much going on here, just I just mined a bunch of sand, about to super glass make it all, trying to get 76 crafting to boost for glory easily with mushroom pie. Alright, but I only have 600, and that's set to X, so I need 18 to come out every time. 600 giant seaweed, we'll see how far this takes us. And I need an air staff. Hello. Staff of air and a tome of fire. Sorry, I'm trying to whisper. My baby's asleep in the other room, so I'm being mostly quiet. Going pretty good. Enjoying the day so far. Alright. So I can wait a while before I have to pick those up every time. What's going on with you? That's good to hear. I never really know because I've only been streaming about a week, and there's always the different, you know, like the bitrate doesn't look like it's doing that great, so it's hard to know. Oh, I have an old GeForce. It's probably like 5 years old now, my graphics. I think it's a 2070. See if I even get level off of doing all these, or if I'm gonna run out of seaweed first. Yeah, it was decent at the time. I mostly play RuneScape. I've done it's kind of my addiction right now. I've been in and out of it for a while, but recently I've streamed some Heroes of the Storm as well. Me and my wife play that a bit. And then Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is kind of like a D&D offshoot of Borderlands. I played that quite a bit too. I don't know, whatever strikes my fancy. I like a lot of games. Recently I've been thinking about playing StarCraft again, like just going through the campaign of StarCraft 2 because it's been quite a few years. Are you a RuneScaper, or are you checking out for variety? What are you playing? What's going on there? I see Thea in your name. Is that like I played Thea 1 and Thea 2, Thea the Awakening, if that's what it's in reference to. Oh, I'm not a full-time streamer. No, I just do it for fun. Like right now, my baby's napping, so I got time to stream a bit. Try and do like an hour here and there, an hour at night maybe. Definitely not on here all day. I just started like a week ago, just kind of doing it for fun, because it's like if I'm playing video games anyway, it's fun to chat and talk with people and all that. What do you do besides stream? Oh, everything. Life just takes time. Yeah. You know, we just had a little baby girl, and she pretty much is life right now. Yeah, like I said, I haven't been streaming too long. I have a friend who's gonna do some graphic design stuff for me and get you know, maybe like a layout and at least a profile picture and background done. So. Nope, no reason really, just getting around to it. No, that's okay, man. I have a friend who's gonna be working on that stuff for me. She just needs some time to get around to it. If you find someone else who needs some of your services. $41K off of the level. I know I got a tiny bit of magic experience too while I'm working on this, but for the most part it's just crafting. playing soul work music. That's pretty. That's pretty good. Pretty into it. Yeah, sorry man, I mean, if you're just here to hang out, cool, but not looking to buy anything, so don't want to waste your time. Eight on the ground, that's not bad. I'm definitely used to, can't remember what my record was so far. Maybe 15 or something I got last time I did this. And for any of you who don't know, this is what you do in Ferox Enclave. The looting bag works that you can just pick up whatever would make it on the ground normally. So even if your inventory is full, you're able to still pick it up. And on Runelay, I just right-click and color tag these to white just so I can see them on the ground, so that way I know that, you know, like how many are there at a quick glance without having to stress about it too much. Yeah, pretty efficient way to do it. It beats having to bank these and then, you know, close your bank, pick them up, and then bank again before you can do a fresh inventory. And as you can see, it's fairly often that you end up with some on the ground anyway, so. This time I still have 900 left. I did quite a bit of air runes, so I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. Or astral runes, so I think I'll be fine this time to actually get it all done. Last time that was my limiting factor. I had plenty of, well, not plenty, but I had a little bit of seaweed and sand left, and I ran out of runes first. Had to go rune craft some, which is not very efficient. I have one piece of the eye set, just the boots so far, and I don't have, I think it's like 82 rune crafting where you can get doubles on those, so I really want to do as little as possible until then. And there we go, on the main I just got 90 fishing, only AFK in that the whole time. So So one more level on that, and I can boost up to do the, I think it's like the Elite Mauritania Diary, one of the Elite Diaries. 96 fishing was all I was missing. So 91 I can use an Admiral Pie, boost up and get it. At least this part doesn't take as long if you have the time to dedicate to, clicking fast, getting it all knocked out. Bit of a delay before you can start picking them up off the ground. Starting to get a feel for that. Same with thinking, you can't make right away, you gotta wait a couple of ticks. Obviously it does slow you down a lot to pick those up, but I mean as an Iron Man you don't want to be, if I was swimming resources, sure, but for all these that I have to gather, I'm not going to let them just go to waste and throw them away on the ground, like you would do on a main account perhaps, and not worry about it. Pretty lucky there. It was pretty close to the actual being full. I wasn't really counting or anything. I was just like, well, it's been a while and check. I'll be pretty close to being full too after that 11 round. the record right there. So far, 15 is the most I've gotten. I'm not sure if that is the most possible. If it's, you know, I don't know what the calculation or the range on it is when you do three seaweed and 18 buckets every time. But sometimes like that you can get a lot less. Hopefully I'll get lots of molten glass from this field and get all the way up to 76. I know it's not popping up on the tracker. My crafting is 28k away, so I think we've already gotten like 10 or 15k from this. It isn't a lot, but it adds up. Goes pretty fast. That's that cool new sea shanty lever. That's funny. Sea shanty 2. That's the new, I can't remember the name of it, but the new sword from Final Dawn. I want to say I probably could work on doing that quest, but I think I need 66 thieving. And obviously thieving is the skill I have avoided the most. I just don't enjoy it. And the fights were kind of difficult in it, but I think for the most part, you know, even if it took a couple tries, it was more mechanical than, you know, pure hit points difficult. So I think if you had a few tries, you could eventually get really good at it. wanted to be. I wish I could. I'm a long ways off from the gear for TOV. Team's Guardians of the Rift. That does not sound as pleasant as just hopping in and out of the mass worlds. It'd be nice to get lots of XP, but yeah, I wonder if it gives you more points per game or more, you know, like what your you know, what the benefit is compared to just doing it the regular mass way. Because I know the mass used to have a lot of issues with like only letting so many people in. You couldn't join the game if it was started, and you know, if there were too many AFKs or something, it would just lose the game. But I think they fixed that for the most part. Again, there it is. Tied the record for 15. That's, yeah, 15 plus, what is it, like 26 in the inventory. So you're almost getting, let's say, 39. Or is it 41? I don't know. But that's a decent amount from one cast. For 18 sand, you're getting, you know, not quite double the amount of molten glass from it. Which, as far as I understand, is why it's way more beneficial to run giant seaweed as opposed to just like collecting regular seaweed or anything. Because each bucket of sand is worth more molten glass than the traditional method. Which I want to say is like a 1-to-1 ratio or something. I don't know if it has any RNG involved at all when you do that way. What was it, 2 runes per cast? I have 780 runes left, so I have plenty there. We'll go through 400 runes. I have a lot sitting around for whatever other lunar spells I need to cast. Since they all seem to take astral runes, even like the teleports and stuff. thing at 4 out. I wonder if it'll just save it or if it'll burn it up. We'll see what happens. You saved it. Wow. And we got 9 on the ground still from the normal cast. So good to know if you make any mistakes like that, it won't cost you that bad. I didn't realize there was a barbarian teleport here. I guess that's not super important because it's Games Necklace will take you there, but this is barbarian ability. Well, it's barbarian outpost, so kind of a redundant teleport there, but if you happen to be on the spell book, there you go. You can run off to do barbarian fishing. Or barbarian assault, or use the tally group and you get your friends there. Alright, try and burn through these before I get off. Then I will be working on not only more sand mining, but the seaweed farming needs to happen as well. Although I'll probably take a break if I get 76, which I'm hoping I have enough to make it there. Enough molten glass to sit around and burn. Goes pretty fast when I keep getting down on the floor. Even I get less total glass from it, which sucks, but for beginners, but I didn't get any mediums or easies, I believe. Otherwise I would get those knocked out. Not that worried about the beginners though. Spider, it's for spider. Clicks are so attracted to that pot stack. Chaos Fanatic Adept, so he's off in the wilderness somewhere. Never want to see him again. Somebody did not enjoy that grind. Giant seaweed sack to start with was divisible by 3, so we are going to end up with a 0 until I go collect more. Almost done. We'll see, can we get another like 10 drop in the last 2 inventories? A 7, that'll work. That will work nicely. Let's see what the total molten glass count is. I think I can't remember. I think I started with somewhere around 2,000 or 3,000 left, but I still needed a low, maybe 3,000. So there's the total. We will close the looting bag and deposit it. 8,900. Okay. Alright, well, the next phase will just be a lot of this. And looks like maybe like 8,000 XP off. Yeah, 8,700 off the level, so go ahead and snag 73 real fast before I hop off. It's almost there anyway. A nice angle so I can use the bank and then easily switch over. just the desert. What else do we have here? Undying Light. I don't know where that's from. Let's see what it sounds like. Out of copy. I never noticed Purdue. He's so bent over, and from up top I don't really see, but he has a nice pair of glasses on there. Seeing Purdue always reminds me I need to get my majoring at 2 caves still. But I am only 77 magic, and I waited until 82 is when you can cast the charge spell, which makes it a lot easier to kill those big guys when your spells do like an extra 10 max hit or whatever each. So probably worth waiting for on that. What are you playing? It's got some spammy moments. So at 73 will be almost 1 million crafting XP, it looks like. 8k off. 7k off even, maybe. And then hopefully we will go far enough to actually get to 76, but we will see. Because I don't think I want to take the time to speed boost it, so if I can't get 4 away, I'm not going to go for it yet. I'll do more giant seaweed farming and sand mining. So we got 74 mining today, at least doing all the sand. Got about 20k magic XP from where I started. We dinged over to 72 at the start, and we're going to ding over to 73 crafting at the end. Making some nice progress in an hour or 2. That'll be 1 away from 1675, so I don't know what that'll end up being. Slayer, if I get glories, so I can do my clues. Because right now I'm on a Jelly's task, and I don't want to waste the hard clues that I could be getting, so there we go, 72. Right behind without boosting. And I'll do a quick 40. Yeah, don't know if I'll do a quick birdhouse run and giant seaweed. So the magic ones give 1.1k. Whereas I think these give like 8 or 900k, or 8 or 900 experience, but I can't recall. Hey, we got a medium clue, nice. I will get that one done sometime too. You know, gotta get those ranger's boots, right? I can't believe they made the primordials something where it's like doing Cerberus is the easiest part of them, and completing, you know, 1 to 20,000 medium clues is the difficult part of obtaining occasions. Slowly working on that hunter level 2, very slowly. Maybe like 30, 50k, and I don't remember how much XP is required for that hunter level. But alright, we don't need this, we don't need that, we don't need that, or that, I believe, is what I use for diving. Go ahead and open these. So I'm going to put my seeds there and my clue there. Diving apparatus, seaweed spores. And this time I'll remember to grab out the secateurs before I start picking the seaweed, get the maximum amount. But yeah, after that I'm gonna call it a stream for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Get some nice crafting gains, working my way to the Amulet of Glory on the iron. Hey, we got a Hespori for digging that thing up. Nice. Gotta remember to compost it, otherwise we can run into that problem of last time where we had 2 dead patches. I don't think that's what happened, but you never really know what causes it, if it was random RNG or if I somehow missed compost. Slowly working on farming level 2. I think I started at like 45k away from 11. Nice, 49 giant seaweed. So times that by 6, it's something like almost 300 buckets of sand worth for one trip. Alright, I'm gonna hang out there, but thanks for watching, guys.